Alright, today guys, we're going to be filming Compound with Carson episode 1. This is going to be a series where I'm starting a brand new taxable brokerage account. I'm putting $100 a week in, and we're going to watch this baby grow. That's why we're compounding with Carson. It's going to be a slow, steady, $100 a week, and we're just going to watch this baby grow episode by episode. This is going to be a weekly series. I'm going to upload it every single Saturday, and we're just going to let this baby ride. So let's jump right in for the weekly report. So right now, this is week 1. I put my $100 in. So I'm down to $98.55. I bought my buys on Friday, which I probably will tend to do. Friday, maybe Wednesday if I see a good dip, but most likely it'll be Friday. So I did that today. I did my 4 buys. I'm going to do 4 stocks, $25 each buy every single week. I'm going to find my 4 best stocks I can find, put $25 in it, and then that's going to be it for that week. So right now we're $98. We lost about 1.45% today, which is a little bit underperformed, but not surprising. The stocks I've been buying rightly have been underperforming, since a couple of them are turnaround plays, and the market doesn't really like them. They're in the more stocks like Palantir right now. So here's the weekly buys. Stock 1's going to be Adobe. So right in, you can see the $25 right here. Adobe, they're down 5.32% today after earnings, which is kind of crazy because their earnings were great. You see what I posted on X here. Adobe just reported earnings. Expected EPS $4.97 came out at $5.06, beat. Expected revenue $5.8 billion came out at $5.87 billion, beat, which is 11% year-over-year change, which is pretty solid. Expected guidance was $5.11, actual guidance $5.15 to $5.20. This is a triple beat now, which is mind-blowing. So we could break it down because they're down 5%. And this is a company that's been growing great. Like, year-over-year change, 9.2%, 9.7, 11.2, 12.6, 12.5. Like, this is very stable growth. We're seeing 11% plus growth a year, which is really, really solid. Especially for a company this big, that's really good. You can look at their revenue by segment, just boom, 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 up, 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 up. Both segments, up, 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 up. There's been no declines, basically. It's just straight up. And this is a straight-up staircase. And people are going to be selling the stock down 5% after earnings. A triple beat? Oh, man, that's too cheap to pass up. Then we got, this is their evaluation. They're trading at a 20p, a 24p. That's it. Like, for a company growing at 12% at that size, that man. 5-year performance is down 2.4%. You see this little roller coaster, man. Not great. This is a $176 billion market cap stock, and I think this will be easy 250 plus in the coming years for sure. So you can look at this. This is going to be their income statement. So they do $20 billion in gross revenue, which is insane, which translated to $8.2 billion of net income. Really profitable business. And once again, in the last 5 years, they're down 2%, but their revenue's doubled, $11 billion to $20 billion. Like, up, 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 up. Their 4P, like their 5-year average, is way significantly lower than this. And once again, their net income just boom, 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 boom. Just continues to go up, 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 up. Next up, I bought $25 of Salesforce here. Salesforce, great, stable company. Everybody needs it. They basically transform the way companies do business and how they use their clientele. Really great company. They're in the cloud space too a little bit, and they're overall very stable. Down 3.19% today. 52-week range. We're honestly in the lower quartile here for sure. P's about 24 forward. Dividend rate 0.62. Market cap about $255 billion. For context, this company is smaller than Palantir, and they do about 10x the free cash flow. It's crazy. And then we look at their debt. Their total debt. Oh no, they have $12 billion in total debt. That's so much. That's a lot of debt. They have $17 billion in cash. That's $5 billion of net debt. That's crazy. 0.62 dividend yield and 15.64% payout ratio. This is going to grow, grow, grow. Watch this baby grow, baby. Whew, that's going to be nice. You can see they're growing like 10% EPS each year. 24, 21, 18, 16.72. overall, just a stable, great business to own. You look at they're doing insane repurchases. $8.3 billion of stock repurchases last year is crazy. Gross profit margin of 77%. EBIT margin of 20.54%. Net income margin of 16%. Sector median's 3.64. That's crazy. Next up, Nike. This is going to be a hot take. A lot of people are hating on my boy Nike right now, but I think this will be a turnaround play for sure. They got the new CEO in, and he's doing great things. He's washing out inventory, and I think he's going to revolutionize Nike again, make them, once again, a great company. So you can start looking at this EPS. When I say he is fire selling all their inventory, all their old inventory, he's fire selling. Down 46% EPS. Like, their EPS right now, they're at like an 18.4p or something like that. But just because how declined it is, 30p, not great, but that's on paper. These are analysts. Analysts can be wrong, of course. So you can look at this revenue. This revenue has been growing pretty steadily. 16, 20, 21, 22, 22, 20. It's pretty flat these last 5 years. This is actually when Elliott Hill, their current CEO, left the company. It was right in this gap because he got passed over for CEO. They brought this guy in from Service.net, and he just fumbled the bag. He got rid of all the retailers, got rid of innovation, didn't sign athletes. He did nothing, basically. He tried to increase profitability by using the Nike store only, basically. But turns out not everybody wants to use the Nike store. Crazy how that works, but anyways. So yeah, they've been taking a hit. Not great. 5 years has definitely been seen. Down 38%. Think about all the inflation too. Their probably revenues overall down if you include the inflation. So not great. And we got a good old market cap about 92 billion. Actually, this is updated. You'll see it in the next slide, I believe. Yep, it's 89.34 billion now. Which, I mean, they did about 3.8 billion. I'm doing very, very downside, about 3 billion. That means they're buying about 3.37% of their stock each year, which is pretty impressive. Their payout ratio is about 51% on this dividend, about 2.55%, which is pretty solid. And I think that's pretty good stats for a company like Nike. So they're going to continue to do huge share buybacks. I mean, the problem was these last 5 years, like Nike was at all-time highs and we're doing $4 billion of share buybacks. $5.4 billion of share buybacks. 4.2 because the guy, old CEO, was a consultant. He didn't know how to run Nike. Nike doesn't need this many share buybacks. Like, that's what I'm saying. They should have been in this 2.5 range or 3.2 range. They shouldn't have been at the 5.4. Should have been building cash, innovating, investing in marketing, stuff like that. So they've also been doing great with signing athletes. Elliott Hill has. He's gotten back into retailers, like made a partnership with Amazon, everything like that. And he's been doing great for the company. I like his what he's doing. Getting rid of all the inventory. We don't need that. So he's trying to make Nike hollow out a little bit. He's also planning on laying off employees. So next up, we got Wynn Resorts. This is the probably least known stock. If you're a big Vegas guy, you know this. But if you're not a Vegas guy, you probably never heard of this company in your life, to be honest. This is just a profitable hotel chain, high-end hotel chain. Wynn Resorts, they own property in Vegas. They got property in Macau. They have property. They're building one in the UAE. They have one in Boston Harbor. Everything like that. This is a very profitable business. About 6.17% income margin, which seems like nothing compared to tech. But average is 4.3, which is pretty solid. So their EPS estimates are supposed to grow. We have a bad 2025, but then we're supposed to go back to growth after that. Like 2027, about 15 PE for a high-end company like this. It seems pretty low. Also, they tend to beat. So they're a pretty well-run company. Their CEO knows what he's doing. He's been in the industry for a while. So good for him there. And this is some of their properties. This is their two Vegas properties. We got Wynn, their main building. We got Encore here. This is both on the Strip. And they have also a big golf course on the Strip, which is worth literally over $1 billion, which is pretty impressive. This is their Wynn Palace. This is their Macau property, which is basically Chinese Vegas. This property's huge. It's like 1,500 rooms, very high end. Top 10% income earners go here. And Chinese has a lot of top 10% income earners. So this is their Win Other Macau property. This is a little bit smaller one. This was about 1,000 rooms. So this one's a little bit smaller, also in Macau. Then we have this one, which is their Boston Harbor property. You can see the beautiful city of Boston. We got this river here it's on. They actually don't own this property physically. They just rent it out. And they're very profitable with it. Then this is their super property they're building in the UAE. This is a $4.7 billion project. This is what it's supposed to look like. It's still under construction. It's about 60% done. It's still under construction, so we're going to look at this one in the future. So it's supposed to open in about 2027. So then about 40% of this and 25% of this entire private island, which will only appreciate in value. So super high end. It's right next to Dubai. And a lot of Saudi money's in the area and stuff like that. So a lot of oil money. You can definitely take advantage of this property. Right now they have a 1.15% dividend yield, 18% payout ratio. And this is the 5-year growth rate is complete BS just because they had to cut their dividend because of COVID. For obvious reasons, they couldn't operate hotels. So, repurchase of common stock, they honestly have been upping this in recent years as their stock price has been depreciating. Like $602 billion. That means they are literally buying 6.7% of their stock. They have $2 billion in cash too. So they can buy back literally over 20% of their stock with their cash, which once again, they're keeping the cash for the UAE project. And they just bought another property in London, which is pretty cool. Not a big property, but there's about 20 tables, and it's a high-end London, basically a mini casino. It's a club. So then this is the final part of this one. This is going to be the dividend update, and this is going to be about $1.08 in dividend income we bought this week. So pretty good. I mean, you can say Nike's going to be paying me about 64 cents. It's the highest yield at 2.5%. Wynn Resorts 0.29 at 1.15%. I have Salesforce at 15 cents, and that's about 0.62% yield. And then Adobe just does share buybacks. They do massive share buybacks, so I'm fine with that. I like it. I'm going for more appreciation than dividends. So right now they do about $25 in each position, about 25% of the account. We'll see what I buy next week. Stay tuned. This is going to be a weekly series. Have a good night.